What did "Make America Great Again" really mean? This isn't just another political slogan. Unpack the deeper history and narratives behind those four simple words that united millions yet divided a nation. From economic nostalgia to cultural rifts, explore the complex perspectives and agendas fueled by the promise of American greatness restored. Get a candid look at how one phrase upended politics and challenged beliefs about America's identity and place in the world. The "Make America Great Again," or MEGA, slogan isn't new. It's been around for a while and different presidents have used it in their campaigns. President Grover Cleveland first used it in 1892. Later, President Reagan brought it back during his campaign. And most recently, President Trump made it famous again in 2016. Each time, it seemed to strike a chord with people. The MEGA slogan became really popular and had a big impact during Trump's campaign. What's interesting about this slogan is how it means different things to different people. For some, it was a call to return to what they saw as better times. For others, it raised concerns because it was so unclear. What time were we going back to? Who did those times benefit? Did the actions from 1500 to 1865 define America's greatness or expose its darkest chapters? From the 1500s through 1865, America engaged in acts that left a lasting impact on continents and people. The period included exploiting the richness of Africa, America, and Asia, often through violent means such as robbing, essaying, and coercion. This era also saw the infliction of cultural views globally, at times by force. Furthermore, during the 400 years of slavery, including the harrowing Middle Passage, it is estimated that 1 million lives were lost, with countless others subjected to inhumane treatment comparable to or worse than that of animals. During this time, inventions created by African Americans were frequently stolen, and unethical medical experiments were conducted on black populations without their consent. The Native Americans faced genocide and were forced into camps, suffering massive losses. This period raises questions about the nature of American greatness, highlighting a time when advantages were often exclusively reserved for white men. Key historical milestones during this era include 1492. Christopher Columbus's arrival impacted the indigenous peoples of the Americas, marking the beginning of European colonization and exploitation. 1607. The founding of Jamestown established the first permanent English settlement in North America, setting the stage for European expansion and the subsequent displacement of Native American tribes. 1619. The arrival of the first enslaved Africans in Virginia marks the somber beginning of slavery's brutal legacy in America. 1776. The Declaration of Independence proclaimed America's sovereignty, but left the contentious issue of slavery largely unaddressed. 1787. The Constitutional Convention saw the drafting of the U.S. Constitution, which included compromises that perpetuated slavery. 1803. The Louisiana Purchase doubled the size of the United States, leading to further displacement and suffering of Native American populations. 1861 to 1865. The Civil War, a devastating conflict driven largely by the division over slavery, ultimately led to the abolition of slavery but left deep scars. How did laws, wars, and social challenges impact American society from 1865 to 1975? From 1865 to 1975, America faced numerous internal conflicts and societal challenges that tested its ideals of greatness. The Jim Crow laws and black codes institutionalized racial discrimination, severely limiting the freedoms and opportunities of African Americans. The presence of racist groups like the KKK added to the atmosphere of fear and suppression. Despite various wars providing a stage for heroism, they also brought back soldiers to a homeland. where they faced discrimination and exclusion from economic opportunities such as land and property ownership. The issue of drug infiltration in the African American communities raised serious concerns about targeted societal neglect and exploitation. Key historical events during this period include 1865 to 1877. The Reconstruction era attempted to rebuild and integrate the Southern states after the Civil War, but it was met with significant resistance and ultimately failed to protect the rights of freed slaves. 1869. The completion of the Transcontinental Railroad revolutionized transportation and commerce, but also led to the exploitation and displacement of many Native American tribes. Late 1800s. The Gilded Age saw rapid economic growth and industrialization in the North, a stark contrast to the struggles of Reconstruction in the South, where African Americans were largely left out of the prosperity. World War I and World War II. These global conflicts saw significant contributions from American soldiers, yet returning African American veterans faced segregation and discrimination at home. 1920. The ratification of the 19th Amendment granted women the right to vote, marking a significant step forward for the rights of white women. 1929. The Great Depression began, leading to widespread economic hardship and transforming American society and government through the New Deal. 1954. Brown v. Board of Education landmark Supreme Court decision that declared state laws establishing racial segregation in public schools to be unconstitutional. The Vietnam War. This conflict deeply divided American society, with its controversial politics and significant casualties. The Civil Rights Movement, a pivotal era that sought to end racial segregation and discrimination through civil resistance and legislative change. That's a wrap on Make America Great Again, the truth behind the slogan. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.